Hello, this is Will. I'm about to check out this sticky key they got here on this saxophone. Now these two keys are supposed to work together as such, or they're supposed to work individually. With this one operating separately from this one, you see that they are not doing that. And this is what that action should look like. Now this key should have popped right back up, and this should have opened back up, like so. So this has to be taken apart, cleaned, put back together. And that's what I'm going to do. Once I get it apart, I'll take some pictures, and then when I get it back together, we'll see how it operates when it's done. Thank you. I'll see you in a little bit. This is the rod that the two keys are on. This was a little bit stiff getting it out. But once I got this loosened, the keys move freely back and forth, but they didn't move freely with each other. And you can see there's some, let's see, it's not going to focus, is it? There. You can see there's like a grease spot in the center, and that happens to be where these two keys go together. You can see it on the end of this one, and you can see it on this one. Now that gunk is also up inside of these sleeves, so that has to all be cleaned out, and that's what the next step is going to be. Well, as it turned out, this little mark I put on with a marker is where this rod had a slight bend in it, and it would not go all the way. It would bind on the keys. So what I did was I put it on a flat surface like this. I proceeded to just spin this and tap on it with a hammer, a small hammer, a little bit at a time till it was straight. Now the mark is still left there just because I wanted to see where it was at. That's a difficult bend to get rid of. But, hey, you gotta keep trying. Alright, let's press on. Not only do you have to clean the rod and the inside of these two cylinders that slide on the rod, you also have to clean the posts. This is the post that the rod threads into, and this is the rod that is just machined inside, the same just slightly bigger than the diameter of the rod. Now it's assembly, and call it good. Now the rod is back in. He has been lubed up with this special oil for saxophones. You know, any other keyed instrument. Now you can see this one definitely works free, and this one works free, so they don't bind anymore. Now there are two springs that you can see under there. Now I use a crochet needle, a crochet tool, whatever you want to call it, and I hook the end of them, hook the end of it on these springs and put them back in place. And I'll show you what that looks like when I'm done. This is how I remove and attach these springs. Sorry, my phone got away from me there. There we go. And that is how that is done for me. Now here are the two springs back in place. We have an issue. This one, when you push it, yeah, well, that goes back in place. This one, watch this little pad. It kind of flips up. If you lay it down, it doesn't really want to slide my finger. It really doesn't want to return. Because I have to take that spring on the right, bend it more towards me, actually more away from me, so we'll put more pressure on that little tiny hook where it seats, and that will put more pressure on that to pop up like it should. I adjusted the spring. Now this is what we have on this one. And this is what we have on the other one. So it comes up right away. Now in an ideal world, these two would be perfectly lined up with each other. But that's not bad. You go bending around too much of this stuff, you're going to cause yourself a problem. Now I can put more of this felt here. That's probably what I want to do. You can see here a little bit more felt there. We'll bring this down more in line with that other key. So I'll have to do that. Alright, done for now. Okay, for now, I'm not going to put any felt here, because the more you put felt, the more you close that hole, the opening in between here, and that can affect the sound. So it's going to have to be played to see how much I can get away with there. Now here's our next key situation. That's something's not quite right there. It should drop right back down. So that's going to be over on that side of the saxophone. See what goes over there? That's going to be that top rod you see. It's going to be this mechanism right here. Remove this and clean that one out. That's the next one on the block. I think I'm going to take a break for a while. we'll work on that. So have a good day.